Developed by Sega Multimedia Studio and published by Sega for the Sega CD in 1995 was Wild Woody. Dusty, an adventurer of far and distant places, returns to his residence after an assignment with a miniature totem pole consisting of 6 heads. Soon after his return, he is quickly called back out into the field to be part of a rescue mission in Sumatra, Indonesia. Dusty later departs so quickly that he actually misses a message mentioning that the totem pole he returned with was a magical item. Through circumstances within the game, the magical totem breaks apart into multiple pieces, which disperse and create magical planes of existence for themselves. The bottom portion of the totem, Loman, uses its magical power to bring one of Dusty's pencils to life as a way to recover and reunify the scattered totem pieces. The pencil's abilities are to create living sketches, which helps him through his actions to recover the totem pieces in the magical worlds that they created, and to naturally save the world as it names itself Wild Woody. Loman instructs Wild Woody to travel to the different areas to recover the pieces, as eventually once the game is completed, Loman rewards Wild Woody for reassembling the totem and saving the world by granting his wish for a paintbrush girlfriend. Loman and Wild Woody soon part ways, promising to see him again the next time the world needs saving, as Woody sarcastically doubts it. Upon the completion of Jurassic Park for the Sega CD in 1994, management had developers divided into 2 separate teams. One team of developers were assigned with developing games for the then upcoming Sega Saturn console, and the other team of developers were assigned to the Wild Woody game, which was considered by Sega to be one of the final games released for the Sega CD. Through the game's development, Sega Multimedia Studio was dissolved. When the game was released, Wild Woody was reacted to negatively by critics and gamers. The music was considered out of place, as the score for the game was composed within a single month for Wild Woody's development, which had complaints from listeners of the music being rushed and sounding improper. The graphics were seen as somewhat outdated by the Sega CD standards of 1995, and the very premise of Wild Woody was interpreted as a sexually suggestive title for a video game. Even the name or definition for a character, the innuendo of Wild Woody, and even the concept of the character itself was mocked by developers through its development. Wild Woody was quickly forgotten soon after release, and is now considered to be one of the worst video games of the mid-1990s. A character can be overrated yet hated because they were conceived of to save a failed video game console, but became hated because they did not even do that correctly.